Hi, my name is Miles, and I'll be walking you through how to create a PowerPoint presentation on your Mac. And the purpose of this video is to offer a solution to quickly creating a PowerPoint presentation for any type of schoolwork or any work setting. And feel free at any time to pause this video, rewind, to review any steps I may go over. And I must offer you a warning that staring at a computer screen for excessive hours may induce seizures. So if you feel dizzy at any time, back away from your computer and go take a nap. Now here is your desktop, as you will see, and you'll come down here to your applications folder. You'll click one time, you'll go to Microsoft Office and find your Microsoft PowerPoint, and you notice when I open it that this is the 2008 division. And so here on your left you have your slides button and your outline button, and we'll immediately click on the outline button and offer this big white space, and this is where we'll begin entering information. And you'll notice that as I begin entering information, the PowerPoint will automatically create a hierarchy, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. And for an example today, I think we'll talk about the planet Earth. So let's begin. So let's say planet Earth. This will be our title slide, and I'll push enter to go to the next slide, and you'll notice that I have this slide already, and this is now my second slide. It numbers right here on the left. So I'll continue typing. We'll begin with why is geography important, and I push enter again, and this brings me to a new slide, but I want to continue typing on the second slide, so I'll push tab button, and this begins creating our hierarchy. So you'll notice here, if you follow my mouse, that this is more like the title, and here is our point. And so if I type something again, we will say, why is geography important? Geography is important because we want to be well-rounded citizens and know where different countries are on the map. And I'm just making up information right now. This is no way reflective of any type of official study or anything like that. But the main part of this is, you'll notice I now have my title, I now have my point. Now I can create a subpoint. I again click enter, and it drops me down. You notice these are the same in a hierarchy. These have the same value, but if I push tab, it brings me in one time. I'll say learning can even be fun. Okay? Now I push enter again, and it's brings me to the same spot, but I want to go back because I want to create a new slide. So I'll push shift and then push tab, and that brings me back to this spot, and I push shift tab again, and it should bring me to a new slide, which it does. So now I'm on my third slide, and we'll just go right into it. We'll say, well, in fact, we'll change the slide up a little bit. You'll notice that I have my hierarchy going like this. Say I wanted to create a double column. So say I want to have a title such as let's begin covering the Earth, and I'll push enter, and I'll push tab. Okay, so now I'm still working on the same slide, following our hierarchy design. But instead of having something like this, where I have a bullet here and then a subpoint, a point, and a subpoint, point, and a subpoint building all the way down, maybe I want to have two columns, maybe a column here and a column here. So if you go over here, you can see a bunch of different options on your slide. So here it says insert table, no, insert chart, insert smart art graphic. That doesn't sound right, but you notice the picture seems pretty accurate, so let's keep going. Insert picture, insert clip art, insert movie. Well, none of those seem to be right, but let's click on the picture. Okay, and it brings up this nice toolbar. So then we kind of look around, and PowerPoint's made not to be so very technical. Everything is very touchy-feely. So if you look around, you just kind of pick which one looks the best to you. Well, this looks like a bunch of nice columns, so I'll click on this. And what do you know? Three nice columns right here. Well, I only want two because I think I'm going to talk about the continents and the 5 oceans. So let's see if we can delete the middle one. So we have 1, 2, 3. Here we have 1, 2, 3. So I'll highlight this, and I will delete it. And now I have 2. So let me begin typing. We'll type in, as the title for this column, 7 continents. And this one we'll type in 5 oceans. So let's begin typing. We'll go North America, push enter to go down because we're keeping it in a hierarchy even within our columns. And we'll type in South America. Let's go Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And I'll delete this last bullet point. And I'll go to my 5 oceans. And I'll click here. And we'll start off with the Pacific. And we'll click enter, and that brings me to a new tab just like we know. And I can push tab to bring it over and shift tab to bring it back. But we want to keep the same hierarchy, so I'll keep it right here. We'll go Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, which is Antarctic, and then finally the Arctic oceans. Okay, and that looks good, so I'll just exit out of this little thing right here, and that looks pretty well covered. So I go back to my outline side, and I'll click here, and just like we always create a new slide, we'll push enter. And let's see, what else should we talk about? Let's say we want to say, let's give our acknowledgments. So we'll say works cited. We'll push enter. We'll give another example of our hierarchy. So I push tab to bring it over, and works cited. We'll say Baylor University, and then we'll push tab to bring it over. Specifically, Baylor Engineering. We could even bring it over if we wanted to get really messy with it and say Mechanical Engineering, G-I-N-E-E-R-I, Engineering. Maybe, oh, I messed up, Engineering, push enter, and at the same thing we'll type in Computer Science. Okay, we'll push shift tab, and we'll just make a slide called thank you, just because we can. Now this is a very short PowerPoint presentation. This is just an example to show you all the different kinds of things you can do. So here we have our 5 slides. We have our title slide. We have our second slide showing a little bit of the hierarchy. Then we have our third slide showing our nice chart, how to do the 2 columns. We have our 4th slide again going over some hierarchy, and then our 5th slide saying just thank you. Now, if we wanted this white, you notice on each slide we click on, with the exception of this blue right here, everything is very white and black and just plain. So if we want to add some color and spice it up, we'd go here at the top of this toolbar and we click the Format button. And this brings down this tab. And let's go over here to Slide Theme. And I just hover over this and this little sidebar pops out. Now I can either choose from Gallery or from File. And we'll choose from Gallery because I haven't uploaded any files, and I doubt many of the users have as well. So from Gallery seems to work best. And it brings up this new toolbar with different types of themes you can do. So let's just click on some and see what they look like. Okay, let's go to maybe this slide and see what it looks like. That's not bad. I kind of like that. Let's see what it looks like for each one. And I'm just clicking on each slide, and every time you click a theme it applies it to each slide. So I'll look at each one. And I'll decide I kind of like that. So we'll stick with this. And then I just chose my new slide theme. So from now, we'll choose like a transition. So if you follow my mouse, we'll go up to the top toolbar again. We'll click on Slideshow. And we'll come down here and we'll go down to Transitions. And I'll click on this one time. And it brings up this option. And you notice that here we have a bunch of different options called Fade and Dissolves, Wipes, Push Cover, Stripes, 3D. And this is the transition in between each slide, because you'll have one slide and when it goes to the next slide you don't just want to have a new thing just pop up. You want it to either come in from the left, the right, top, bottom, fade in and out, that kind of thing. So I always like fades, so let's click on fades. Let's see. I'm just previewing them, and it's kind of hard to see because they're so fast, but we'll change the speed in a minute. I kind of like that one. It looks like it fades in pixelated and then comes out. I think I'll try that one. So I'll click on this one and see, as you see this with this orange box, it is highlighted as compared to the other ones that are not. And I'll come over here and click Options. and this brings up this transition options pop-up window. And here it says my effect is dissolve. Okay, so that sounds right. That's what I just clicked on. Now I can choose from the fast speed, medium speed, and slow speed. So if I click on fast, that's what it would look like. Medium. Slow might seem too slow. We'll just go with medium for right now. Okay, and our sound. What sound can we get in between? Let's see. Let's just click on them and let's see. Let's scroll down and see what we can get. We can get applause, arrow, all kinds of stuff. Clapping, cymbals, drive-by. That sounds kind of scary. There's all kind of sounds you can choose. Let's try fly-in. I've never heard that before. We'll just give it a whirl. And we'll say we'll leave everything here that it is. And now for the sound, you can either click apply or apply to all. And apply would apply this sound and this speed with this effect only to this given slide, which here is my works cited, so only slide 4. But I don't really want that. I want it to be to every slide, so every slide in my slideshow. So I will click apply to all, and now everything has been applied. And now from here, I can go up to the top to this toolbar and click view my slideshow. This, as you can see right now, run the slideshow. Whoops. Autosave, that's okay. Run the slideshow and start with the first slide in the presentation. That's perfect. So I'll turn on some volume. I'll click here. And there's our volume with our fly-in sound. And here we have Planet Earth. And I can click anywhere on the screen, and that goes to the next slide. See, why is geography important? Well, geography is important because we're going to be well-rounded citizens and know where different countries are on the map. And it looks like we're missing an S there on the citizens, so forgive me on that. And learning can even be fun. And you'll notice our hierarchy here, everything is in a larger font, here things in a smaller font, and there's also an indentation showing the clear hierarchy. I click one time to go to the next slide. So let's begin covering the Earth. Here I have my 7 continents, my 5 oceans, all laid out nice and neat. Here's my works cited, again showing our hierarchy. Baylor University, specifically Baylor Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and Computer Science programs. And a final thank you for watching my presentation. I finally click one last time and it brings me back to my template, and I can make any additional changes here. And thank you for watching this video. I hope it's helpful, and with any questions please email our website and we can create more videos to help you with your individual needs. Thank you for your time.